Welcome to Karma's My Sister, where we chat about smutty books, break down our current TV favourites, and dive into intriguing would you rather and what would you do if scenarios. We're sisters.
We're sisters.
Yeah, Karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah, Karma is my sister. Karma is my sister. Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate.
Welcome to this special day. It's a monumentous occasion, and we're very excited.
We're really excited.
We have none other than Becky.
Thanks for having me.
We're really excited.
Me too.
Becky is the fourth sister, really.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah. We could just leave it at that and just pretend you are the fourth sister that we just never talk about.
We don't talk about Becky.
Everyone's going to be jealous, though.
Yeah.
That you say that about me.
Yeah,
But
sorry everyone
sorry.
else.
Why do people call Becky the fourth McKenna?
Because I think she looks like the rest of us. Like, especially me. I feel like when people
They do
hear that
you two are
they're sisters, they always think
And
Becky
the same, like, crazy laugh.
Yeah, we both have it.
People hate us being in the office together because we're so loud.
That is one thing that I miss about being in the office every day, was just hearing you two absolutely cackle, and I'd be like, what's funny, guys?
You'd get jealous.
I would get
Yeah.
jealous. I'd
Should
just stand
message
up and
me
look at you like, what's funny?
Yeah.
Why you laughing? No one laughed. No, there wasn't much laughter where
We
I
didn't
sat.
say no one laughs anymore.
So yeah, that's why she's the fourth McKenna.
Plus,
Thank
she's
you.
been around for a very long time.
Around, even though Shannon hated me.
Yeah, I did.
This is about the whole bed thing. Like,
I'm not-
I don't even remember that.
No, you don't, because it's not your fault. It's not actually your fault. It's my mum's and not his fault. And I'm so upset about it. I'm going to tell you about it. And I'll gather around and listen to this tale of woe. I was but 9 years old, maybe 10. I was out for a nice walk with my dad and my sister and the dog when I saw a lovely golden retriever hanging around my dog. So I was like, I'm going to give that lovely golden retriever a wee stroke on the head. And that dog looked at me and went, not today, miss, and went full pelt into my shins and flew me up into the air, and I landed on my arm, broke it in 3 places. It was the worst. And not like 2 weeks later was Lottie having a sleepover, and Becky and Charlie come round, and Mum's like, you've got to give up your bed for Becky. And I'm like, but I have to keep my arm like this, because I had a cast up to here. I was like, I have to keep my arm like this up all night, and I need to lean it against the wall. So I need my fucking bed. And they're like, no, she's a guest. You have to sleep on the floor. And I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Enemy number 1, Becky, that fucking bitch.
That's fair.
And you like hold a
raging.
grudge for a really long time.
Yeah.
For a really long time I thought, she's a bitch. And I also remember once,
Oh dear.
we were teenagers at this point, and you'd come round for dinner and I was grating cheese, and you went, that's not how I'd grate cheese. You're like, you need to do it harder and slower against the cheese grater. And I thought, who's this bitch come here telling us to fucking grate cheese when I'm helping to make dinner? I thought,
God,
fucking rude
so
Carol, but do you know what? Do you know, you're right. You're absolutely right. I've never forgotten, and that's how I grate cheese.
Shit. So you get like longer bits.
Yeah.
I think I learned that when I worked at them as a waitress.
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Life lesson.
It was a life lesson.
But you also hated me. at
Life
first.
lessons with Becky. You're doing it wrong.
Alexa, mute your notifications, please. Alexa, go on silent.
We're just having 2 conversations.
Alexa, silent, please.
You just need to say please.
Anyway, what were we saying?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah. Life
Yeah.
lesson.
And you were
Around
right
could
about
make your
that.
life better.
Life changed forever from then. And then I was
That
like, do you know
long-string
what?
cheese.
She's all right.
You know what?
Good.
She's,
I'm glad that we've been brought together by cheese.
She's all right, I guess. Yeah. And I thought, she's a laugh, isn't she?
She's a laugh.
And you also thought Becky was a bitch when we were younger. 'Cause
I can't remember.
You
To
have-
be fair, I
you
would.
do have serious resting bitch face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like massively. And I'm quite sarcastic too, so sometimes people don't get that. And it does sound like I'm just being a cow. Yeah.
It's funny though because normally the people you think fucking bitch when
Do
you
you know
first
what
meet
else
them
it
are the
was?
best people.
Yeah.
I think I needed glasses for a really long time. And I just avoided it for like ages. So like I think part of it was because I was squinting trying to see people.
Just giving people the
Rather than
stink
just
eye.
Yeah, literally.
So we set a task for ourselves this week. Some of us met it, some of us didn't. And that was to read 5 chapters of a book called Chained by Lacey Lahotsky. And we said we'll read 5 chapters and bring our thoughts to a podcast. Some of us didn't do that, did they?
No.
Me.
Shannon literally, I said to her last night, have you read the 5 chapters? And she went, it's only like 50 pages. I'll be able to do that real quick tomorrow.
I didn't anticipate that my house was an absolute shithole.
I'll be honest, I
Okay.
didn't finish the 5th chapter. But my thoughts on the book. So Shannon actually tried to put us off the book because she read the first chapter and she was like, don't like it.
Yeah, and then I feel like I had like a negative like thoughts like after
Sorry,
that.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
Also,
What can you do?
her being chained was like a small part of the beginning and you're like, it's not like manacled.
No, I wasn't saying it wasn't like manacled. This is what I was saying. That one chapter, and even in like the one chapter in Manacled where they mention that and then move on to a different part of the story, and even when she comes back to it, whatever. The way that Senlin Yu was able to write from a point where like you as the reader felt the emotions that Hermione was feeling in that moment. You feel despair and you feel worry. You don't feel any of that in that chapter. What? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
I just stared at you for long enough. I remembered that you're wearing those glasses.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Spiky.
You were saying something really serious.
Yeah.
I am.
Go on.
All I was saying is in that chapter where she's talking about how she's been there her whole life and she's chained up and blah, 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 blah.
I know what you mean. I
Yeah.
know what you mean.
I do.
It was just like, oh, you've been rescued really quickly.
You've been rescued really quickly, and also like you're just using a lot of nice words and you're not actually giving me any
Yeah,
emotion.
yeah.
I don't feel
Can I
anything
just say
about
something
it.
though?
I get that.
She's already been there like 20 years.
She's been there 20 years. You'd feel even worse. You'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
And in the dark as
And
well.
in the dark, like solitary confinement for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
that
right.
would make you
The only
mental.
time that you see people is to be beaten, tortured, or assaulted.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm bored of this now."
I'm bored of being
You're like,
kidnapped.
So that's all I was saying is that I've
I
read
do
better
think that
descriptions.
you're not going to enjoy it anyway because you hate when it goes to different POVs.
Oh, really?
Listen.
Yeah, she hates that. Especially the male POV. She doesn't care.
I don't care what you're
Care
thinking.
for it.
I don't want to know what you're thinking. I want my assumption to be there of what you're thinking and what you're feeling. I want it to be a mystery. And also, I don't care about the male point of view unless it started that way, like with the J. Kristoff series, the Empire of the Vampire. I found that difficult at first. Because, again, I'm sorry, I don't care.
Yeah. Okay, fair. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
mind it. It did that in Crescent City.
I think
Yeah.
Stephanie Meyer ruined it for me when I read Stephanie Meyer, whatever. When I read the Twilight series when I was a teenager, and New Moon kept switching to Jacob's point of view, and I'm pretty sure they did it in Eclipse as well, but I could be wrong. It might just be New Moon. Anyway, and I was like, I don't fucking care what you think, Jacob. I don't want to see anything from your point of view. Why are you here? Go away. Sorry, Jacob.
But I will say it had the classic tropes in this book, which is he went to the market and what did he buy to eat?
Bread,
And
cheese.
bread and cheese.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Classic. What else would they eat?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
No meats?
There's no meats in this one.
No dry, tough meat that they're like...
No.
It's always crap, isn't it?
I would be miserable. I like bread and cheese as much as the next person, but they're always talking that stale bread.
Yeah.
And then I
Like
can't imagine.
hard cheese
Yeah,
or
the
something.
cheese is hard. When I
do mean hard cheese? Are you eating Parmesan?
I'm sorry, but if I get out a block of cheddar from the fridge and I've left it all but exposed to air, that
Yeah.
I'm cutting that
Yes,
fucking
no,
shit
yeah,
off.
definitely.
I'm not
No.
eating that.
I'm not even
for
that.
melting.
Someone's like, oh, it's fine for me. I don't give a fuck.
Nah,
That looks
I wouldn't.
gross. What am
Screw
I?
that.
Farah? No.
They also did they walked out the room and she has the smell of like amber and cedar.
Oh.
What?
so damp. So they smell like mud.
They smell like dirt.
I give me a bottle
How
of this to
masculine.
smell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a bottle of it. I want to smell it.
It's
See if
always-
they smell nice or you're talking shit. Because how good does amber smell?
So, where did you get up to? Chapter 2.
I got up to the rescue. I'm halfway through the
okay.
male POV. I was like,
Oh, so you didn't even finish chapter 2? No. Well, we're not holding back. We're just going to talk
go
about
ahead.
Yeah, we'll just talk about it. There's not really that much going on to be able to speak about. Like, I thought the world building was fine. It was all right, but I think that they just waffle on too much. Like, it's just like you could get that over like way quicker than 5 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like description, but let's not milk it. You did well in English, I can tell. Good job. With your
Sometimes they use like
vocabulary.
really big fancy words, and it's like you didn't need to write that though,
Yeah.
did you?
She did use ruby for the colour red like 5 times, I'm sure. I was like, you could use crimson.
Yeah,
Maroon?
and she always talks about her hair, or like they talk about her hair being chestnut. What's like your favourite trope though? Like, because for me, I like enemies to lovers, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't think this is the guy that she's going to end up with.
No, okay,
No way. It can't be.
Because-
This is what I reckon's going to happen. This guy that's rescued her is probably like promised to the princess or something, which is why he's probably been looking for her for so long. I don't know. That'll probably get revealed. And then she's going to be like, I don't want to be with him. I don't trust any of these books anymore since Tamlin.
Yeah, I know. I'm always second guessing
And
it.
I'm like, no,
But-
I'm not going to like you because, to be honest...
Is he blonde?
No. He's
Well,
he's a night lord or whatever.
Night guard.
He's a
Night-
night guard.
Hounds.
Night
Yeah,
hound.
I don't
That's
know,
what
but
they're
it
called.
sounds hot.
No, yeah, he's like tall, muscly, dark hair, green eyes.
Emerald
So
eyes.
yeah, do you know what? That's always like I'm not interested in the blondes whenever they describe like the
Unless it's
main
Eric
character. I'm
Northman.
just like, nah, I don't want you as a blonde. So then I'm just like, I'm just going to ignore the description of this man. And
I
just
rewrite in my
imagine
head.
someone with
Yeah.
dark hair, or like when their hair's long or something. I'm like, nah.
I
So
don't
I'm
mind
just
long
like-
hair,
but not like
but
real
they've got to
long.
be like...
It's got to be like floppy. When they talk about like that flops like
Yeah.
over their forehead.
Oh, yeah, no. It's got to be like long.
But long, I don't like.
No, I like that.
No.
No, you're wrong.
You're
You're
wrong.
wrong, actually.
Well,
But as long as
okay.
they're like built, they've got to be like Viking
yeah,
to pull off.
yeah. I imagine when they say long hair, sometimes I imagine like Kirsty's, like, but like
They
dead
wish.
straight as well. And then that I'm just like, ew, no, like definitely not. But say like Cass, like in Akatar, I would get that. That would be fine. Like that would be
They're like,
alright
what
for
about Jason Momoa?
me. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway, so yeah, sometimes I just ignore the description of the characters and just think all up in my mind.
Or like when they put on the ugliest outfit in the world and they're like, erase. Why are you doing this to yourself, babe? I'm embarrassed.
But going back to your point about you don't think she's going to end up with it's Casimir, isn't it? Casimir is
Yes.
the character. Did you not notice, like, when they were going to rescue her, he was saying that he had, like, a tug, like, in his
Yeah.
like, stomach,
yeah. He was-
telling him, like, where to go.
So you think they're
So
mates?
is it going to be, like, fated mates? Can't remember.
Bit
if that was
boring
one
if
of
they're
the
going to
things.
do that straight away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just, like, hint-
Where's
because,
the slow burn?
yeah,
Yeah.
like, if the reader has been reading, like, fantasy novels for ages, then you're going to know when you hint at that.
I think I put a note
yeah.
that it just feels like somebody that has read a lot of fantasy books and then thought, what do people like on the internet?
Yeah.
And I'm going to put all of that
Smushed
in
it all.
straight away.
Yeah.
I've only read 2 chapters, so it could get much better
Yeah.
as you get into the flow of it. But just my initial impression, it's not. And I don't find it that difficult to get into a book from chapter 1. So I found it difficult to get into this book, and that's unusual for me.
Yeah, if you read it a little bit further, like exactly what you're saying, like they're doing like just typical things. Like Casimir, he's like good with like so he's like a shadow daddy basically. That's what he's gonna do.
Shadow daddy.
Like, yeah, shadow daddy. You not heard that?
I've heard
You not
that.
heard it?
No.
Yeah, shadow daddy.
He's a shadow daddy.
Shadow daddy.
So yeah, like manipulate shadows and
Oh, they love it when they
stuff like
manipulate shadows.
and they're like in a night court as well in this book. Like they have wings and
He's
the
Asriel.
mountains are always dangerous. Like you should never venture into the mountains. Like why can't you just have nice mountains?
Why can't we just
Why
go
can't you
skiing?
just be nice?
Do you know who did a really well done fairy world building story? And that is Laurel K. Hamilton with the Meredith Gentry series.
She always goes.
I say this all the time. You haven't read it yet,
I
but
know.
like the world that she creates is great. It's set in the modern world,
Mm.
but like fairies, everyone knows who fairies are, and they're like super famous. They're like celebrities of America, and they moved from Ireland or wherever in Europe to America because of discrimination.
Mm.
It sets up all these like awful evil night court, which is the unseelie court, and then like the good court, which isn't actually that good, called the seelie court, and it's just brilliant. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's very smutty.
Is it?
She doesn't just have
Nice.
one boyfriend.
Ah, is a why choose?
She doesn't just have two boyfriends.
Oh, hello.
She doesn't just have three
Who
boyfriends
needs just
No,
three?
she's getting greedy.
or four. She's a bit. She spreads herself around.
How? So what? 5?
I can't remember how many it got up to. Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
Like 12.
How do you have the energy for that all the time?
'cause she's a fairy or half
Mm.
fairy. Absolutely brilliant. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Loved it.
Recommend to a friend.
There's a couple of strange bits though where you're like, questionable
Ew.
part of that, but I don't want to yuck anyone's yum.
Like guns up for no thanks.
Honestly, I don't care what anyone says. Like, I don't care how
No.
popular it is on Book Talk. I don't give a fuck. That was too far.
Yeah, too far, definitely.
Like, there
I
are
don't-
some things that you just. Why are we like glamorizing that?
I don't know.
Someone's
Just like random household items, like ew. Think about like the germs on them too.
It's just like
Think about the germs,
Think
guys.
about the germs. Why do we like that? I was thinking more like the stalking, the intense stalking part. Ew!
That's
Yeah,
dangerous.
That's too far.
That's too much.
Yeah.
That is extremely dangerous.
Not okay.
Something to think about.
The plant porn.
Plant porn. Yes. Oh my god.
What's that
Who's
about?
writing it?
Yeah, who's writing plant
Who's
porn?
walking past the sunflower and going, those petals, those
Yeah,
stalks.
I don't get that.
You winking at
like
me.
somebody was specifically asking for that sort of thing. Like it wasn't just like random come up. Like yeah, they. I'm just like I don't understand why you'd want to get sexual pleasure from a plant. I
It's
don't
just,
get that.
it doesn't make any sense. Very smart, I understand.
Yeah.
The line is drawn at plant porn.
Next time I see someone who's really into plants,
You're going to be looking a bit
I don't know what
differently.
you like.
the
You
garden
know-
centre like,
You know a bit too much about plants. Yeah. Buck 'em low.
It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game. It's a game.
It's going to be a twin telepathy game, but Becky's also going to be one of the twins. So let's see who are the real twins,
Sister
I guess.
twins.
Yeah. All right, Cass, you can pick the first thing to draw.
a cactus.
It's in a plant pot. It's not out in the
Mine's
out
a potted
in the
one
world.
too.
Does it?
Oh, that's nice.
Because yours is like a mix of mine and Becky's.
Huh?
A cat.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's like, Oh, shit.
Shannon. For God's sake. What? Mine actually looks rubbish. Mine looks shit too, though.
No, yours is good.
It's such
It looks like sort of Batman.
A clown.
I actually rate mine.
God, I would be terrified to see this.
I think mine looks like Mr. Blobby.
I don't.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
I think mine's quite good.
Yeah, yours is very good. So
Yeah,
yes,
that's good. Oh.
Becky, yours looks like Muriel from Muriel.
Although I'd say ours are more similar.
Yeah,
than-
they are. A fish. Fish.
Fish. Your pictures are always so
Shannon, yours is scary fish.
Yeah, I did a scary fish. It's got teeth.
So,
So I think mine and Becky's both have the bubbles.
Yeah, they do.
They're quite similar.
bus.
My bus.
My best.
I'm terrible. Well, mine's a double decker.
Yeah, yeah.
Is yours?
No, mine's
Yours is like-
single.
A fairy castle. Oh wow, Chris, yours is very extravagant. I think yours is cool, Becky.
Good.
That's good. I like them both. Yours are similar. Mine's not.
Yeah,
It's
yours looks like
A church.
yours looks like Wednesday Addams' house.
Yeah, it does actually. All the Addams family's have.
All right, so I've gone on to my favorite Reddit at the minute, which is "Am I Overreacting?" and people they post their text messages onto this Reddit. I don't care if it's not real. It amuses me. Okay. So this is from user she who knows 10k things on the "Am I Overreacting?" subreddit, and it says, "Am I overreacting because my boyfriend ate dinner without me?"
Yeah.
No. Straight away, no.
No.
You doing this the day before Valentine's Day is so on brand with you. You know that's not what I said last night. I don't know the context of what happened
Yeah.
before this. She's not posted it. So we talked about it. I apologized. You said you'd pick up some chicken for dinner for the next couple of days, and now you're spouting some bullshit that I never said. You went out to eat and got a burger to hurt me.
That is hurtful.
Yeah.
A burger?
Yeah,
A burger? Why didn't you bring me anything? You did this on purpose and I don't deserve it. Okay, now this is him. All I did was tell you I wasn't hungry and you start tripping. Me eating a burger hurts you? Really? Then she said, "You know what you did. Don't put this on me." How the fuck was I supposed to know eating a burger was going to ruin you? Oh, I guess I should have known because everything hurts your feelings. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
You fool.
And then she comes back with, "If that's how you feel, it's not how I feel, just an observation of my reality."
Okay.
Lol, okay, because you're so emotionally stable. It hurts me that you would act this way towards me and twist my words to justify your actions. I never said stop coming home hungry or that you can't eat here, and you know that. I'm just going to check if she's added more context to this text chain. All right. My boyfriend and I are in a big fight because I asked him to start eating lunch at work. He will go all day without eating, even though he gets items for breakfast and lunch and then not give himself the time to eat. He works a physically demanding job and works very long hours. I make us dinner every day and I even tried prepping his lunches and breakfast for a while, but he just let it sit in his lunchbox and end up throwing it away. Is he your boyfriend or your child? Yeah. We have a 3-year-old and it's been my job to keep us fed and do the grocery shopping since I'm currently a student online. I lost my food stamps last month and we've been working with a smaller food budget. So why is he wasting the food? Don't make him anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes all day without eating and then comes home and eats almost everything I cook for dinner when he gets home because he's hungry. I think it's getting a little ridiculous because last night I made an almost £3 roast and he easily ate 2 pounds of it. I made mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts as sides. Who's making Brussels sprouts as the side? I made I made enough mashed potatoes for 4 fucking people. She didn't say fucking, but damn. And he ate at least 2.5 servings. He picked at the Brussels sprouts. Well, I don't blame him, to be honest. The Brussels sprouts are crazy. I'm recovering from the flu, so my portions are pretty small, and our son is super picky, so he ate something different last night. I got frustrated and told him he needs to start taking lunch and giving himself time to eat it during the day. The roast should have been enough to be able to have leftovers for lunch or dinner the next day. I mean, then set that aside. Set aside, problem solved. Set aside what you want for your lunch and dinners the next day. And then just serve what you want to serve for dinner. If you're putting that much food on the table for dinner, no offense, I'm gonna eat as much as I want because it's there for dinner. What do you mean? I apologised for getting frustrated with him and explained that I'm feeling bad about not getting food stamps anymore, and I work hard to get us fed throughout the week. And now that I can't get groceries like I used to, we need to be more mindful of what we buy and how we portion it. I told him we don't have any protein for dinner tomorrow, which isn't a problem for me, but he has explicitly stated for him he needs meat to feel full. And he said he'd stop by the store and get some chicken to last us through the weekend. Well, like, this is ridiculous. He came home just an hour ago with no chicken and said, well, I'm not hungry. And said he'd gotten something to eat because I said to stop coming home hungry. Oh, no, that's not okay. I never said that, and he is twisting my words and acting like we didn't have a whole conversation about it last night. That's petty of him. It hurt my feelings he's being like this and saying these things when he knows I never said those things. I asked for him to apologise, and he said he doesn't need to apologise and that everything hurts my feelings. I'm always mad about something. So that's what the texts were about, okay? There was more to our argument. I said, if that's how you feel, then we don't need to be together anymore. He said, okay.
That's always what you jump to. I guess you don't want to be with me then.
I guess I should just go fuck myself. This is an argument you can just resolve yourself. I don't know why. This isn't an argument that needs the internet's opinion or the internet's advice. You know what to do. Stop making him breakfast and lunches. Don't waste your food. And portion out what you want for dinner and put the rest in the fucking fridge. Hide it at the back of the fridge if he's that much of a fucking food goblin. I'm a big dinner girl. I fucking love dinner because I'm not a big eater during the day. So I understand where he's coming from. See where she's coming from. Don't fucking get dinner without me.
Yeah.
Why are you getting yourself dinner when she spends all that time every night making you dinner?
Yeah.
Sometimes lunch, sometimes
Get me a
breakfast.
burger too.
Like, you don't need to carry on an argument a big.
Yeah.
Get her the fucking burger.
I would be pissed off if Wayne did that to me.
Like, where was the burger from as well?
What kind of burger?
Yeah. Was it a good one?
Even if it was a McDonald's burger, I'd be fucking fuming.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you went to McDonald's?
You didn't get me anything?
You didn't get me anything at all.
A little apple pie? The fuck?
I don't think I've ever had an apple pie from McDonald's.
Yeah, I really like them. I don't care.
I feel like everyone's had an apple pie.
Is that the first time she's spoken to him about that argument? Because it seems like she's just let it slide, and then she's like, and then we discussed it last night, but it doesn't sound like you discussed it. It sounds like you've got really angry and like let it all build up and then let it out.
I
Sounds
agree
like
with
she's
the
just very
burger thing.
stressful-
Everything
stressed.
else, just no.
Also, it sounds like she's really stressed, and it seems like she's obviously doing like 90% of like the home stuff, baby stuff, children's stuff, and maybe she's just hit her limit. So I'm cooking every single day, and you're eating everything, and I'm trying to keep us afloat. Men.
What
The
else?
fucking burger right before Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wrong. What would you do if you were just sitting at home with your partner and you were just watching TV and a beast breaks in?
What kind of beast?
What sort?
He's just beastly.
Beastly ugly or like beastly hot?
He's just a beast. Like, he's like a wolf-like beast.
Okay, so not like human sort of thing.
No.
Okay.
And
Does he
he-
turn into a fairy?
Bursts in to your house and he knocks your partner across the room with his beastly talons.
I forgot it was about it. Are they hot?
He's alright though, like they've just been knocked to the other side of the room basically.
Okay.
Knocked out, they're unconscious.
He's not hurt.
Alright.
And he says, you gotta come with me
Alright.
Yeah, okay. Why?
because you owe a debt
Two.
to a high lord.
What?
So are you going to like save the people that you love or something? You know, like if
Basically,
I do go,
if you don't go, I'm gonna kill Wayne or Alex.
Oh, I'd rather him not die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you best come on.
Fine.
So I'd go.
Anyway,
Sorry, Alex.
you're on the way with the beast in its beastly form, and he takes you through a hedge
Right.
And through that hedge, you find yourself in the most beautiful of Feyland. And he takes you to the castle, and he says, you get to live here.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
get to live there.
yeah.
No,
you're
I
gonna
thought you
live
said
in the
you get to
castle.
look at it.
You get to look at this. You're welcome. And then he transforms into his face self, which is the handsome prince.
What's he look like?
He's all right.
How tall
He's
is he?
all right.
Yeah.
You said he's handsome.
He's 6 foot.
Just 6 foot.
Just about.
Is he like lanky? Like, as in, like, is he slim?
He's
Muscly.
he's muscly. He's got a good body.
Is he blonde?
He's blonde.
No, take me back.
What's his name? What's his fucking name? Say it.
Be something.
Say it out loud. I beg it begins with a T.
It's Tamlin.
Oh no.
Does he start playing the fucking fiddle?
He does.
Oh, ick.
Yuck.
But you're stuck here now. And guess what?
What?
You're not Feyre.
Oh,
no.
who? Oh, don't say Elaine.
No.
Elaine the pain.
I don't want her.
You're just you. But I just mean that, which is fine. But Feyre already exists.
I'm not his mate though, am I? I'm not his mate. I don't feel tugging in my centre.
You
I'm
do.
Not, no, I
You
don't.
feel it.
No, I don't. I don't feel it.
Mm-mm.
You do.
I
No,
don't.
thank
I'm
you.
telling you, I don't feel it. You don't know what I feel.
Tamlin.
You don't know what I feel. I'd rather Eris.
You can't have
That's
Harris.
oh, sorry. I've just met him and I feel the tug.
He doesn't feel it. He didn't feel it.
Felt it.
But then what would we do? Can we go back home if we want to?
No.
What
You
debt do I have
live
to
there.
owe him anyway?
You
What's
just
the
got
debt?
you owe him your life.
Why? Tell me. What did I do?
Basically, what happened was you're I don't know. You just owe him.
He's not going to tell me why.
No,
No, I reject.
you can't.
I reject this.
What? So we just
I
have to
reject
be
the
with
debt.
Tamlin?
You're kidnapped.
So I reject the debt.
I'll just like be like, well, what else can I do?
He's like,
And then just like, just give me some options.
what else can I
Be
do?
like, you know, is there any other options?
You can hang out with Elaine in the garden and help her do gardening.
Yeah, I'm not gardening.
Yeah,
That's your only
boring.
other option.
Fine.
I reckon. Except Elaine would be so boring.
And Nesta would tell you what to do.
Oh no.
She doesn't even live at the spring court.
She's coming to tell you.
Why?
Neither does Elaine.
Really? Yeah, neither of them live at the spring
But
court.
we think, let's be honest.
Let's be
She
honest.
belongs there.
Yeah.
She belongs there.
Well, I had a dream the other night. It's a weird dream. I think it's because there's a lot of Travis Kelce on TikTok at the minute. And Travis Kelce was my boyfriend. But in the dream, I was having sex with Alex. Fantastic. It was a great time. But I was cheating on Travis Kelce with Alex. Who obviously is my betrothed. And I was like, right, I've got to go because Travis is nearly finished with his game. I best go and meet him outside the stadium or whatever. And he's like, I'm going out with my boys and these girls. And I'm like, whatever. He's probably going to fuck one of those girls or something. I don't even care though because I'm fucking Alex. And then he kisses me before he goes. And it's the worst kiss I've ever had. And I really remember it. And I don't really have such visual, like, vivid dreams. But I vividly remember this being the worst kiss of my life. Like, he just shoved his tongue straight down my throat. And I was like, what? I was like, I can't wait to go back and have sex with Alex. And then, yeah. No, I went back to Alex.
Even in your dreams, you don't cheat.
Oh, I had a dream that Wayne cheated on me like a couple of nights ago.
Oh.
And it
dickhead.
was like, we were all at like some sort of like, must be like house party or something. I don't know. And I was like, wonder where Wayne is. Like, he had been around for a while. And went upstairs and he had been having sex with like some dirty old skank.
Scat.
They're all dicks
And then,
about it in your dream
yeah,
as well.
and then he was just like, what's your problem? I was like, what do you mean what's my problem?
He's like, join in.
What the fuck do you think you're doing? Like, not only are you cheating on me, you were doing it when I'm literally downstairs.
Yeah, that's
And
fucking
then-
bad.
And then, like,
Actually.
yeah. And then I obviously, like, woke up. Like, and I'd been, like, I was, like, crying, like, in my sleep. So I woke up, like, yeah, I know. Woke up, like, And then I was like, just turning around to Wayne. I was like, you cheated on me in my sleep. And then he was just like, oh, here we go again. He's like, babe, it didn't happen in real life. It didn't happen in real life.
Doesn't
you
matter.
can't be annoyed.
They have to repent for what their dream self does. Liam always is like, why am I such a dickhead in your dreams? Like, he's never good in my dreams. He's always a dickhead.
He is always a dickhead in
Yeah.
your dreams. Like, if you don't get a Starbucks here in the next 15 minutes, it's over.
Yeah.
I was watching a video on TikTok the other day, and it was a person that's like, if you're eating food, you don't bring it to your mouth, you bring yourself over your plate or whatever, like teaching etiquette. Or maybe she was like, you bring the food to your mouth, not you over the plate. Whichever way round. She was just like, it's not etiquette, blah, 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 blah. And then, still talking, she takes a bite of the food and carries on talking with her mouth full of food. And I thought, you fucking hypocrite. You're sitting there trying to teach us rules of etiquette, and you're sitting here on the fucking camera.
Was it a joke?
No, she was being deadly serious, Kirsty, and they all do it. I've noticed it on TikTok. Whenever they're eating something or doing a food review, all I hear for the whole time, I'm like, it's like hearing a toddler eat. Stop.
People might like that.
I don't give a fuck. I don't.
They'll just skip past
I
it.
do. I'm like, as soon as I hear that, I'm off. Next. I don't really like ASMR that much. It makes my ears feel weird.
Yeah.
I don't like the feeling. People whispering, because again, it's the no one can not do it when
Sound
they
like
whisper.
salad fingers.
Yeah, it does sound like fingers. So it gives me the same feeling as well. Because why is it when people whisper they get real spitty? It's like when you're on a meeting at work and someone joins and they're eating their breakfast on the meeting. You're like,
That's unacceptable. I hate when people call me and they're eating.
Surely you can wait just a few minutes.
yeah, you knew when this call was.
Yeah.
This was booked in for a week. You could have eaten your breakfast before the call, after the call. Why are you doing it during? Would you rather always feel like you need to sneeze or always have the hiccups?
So you don't actually sneeze, you just feel like you do.
Yeah.
Probably sneeze, but without like the eye watering and stuff, hopefully.
It's just,
Like you just have like a tickly,
you just like
tickly
this all the
nose.
and then it never coming.
Yeah, but if he's in the
Oh,
hiccups,
Yeah, and that's so annoying.
yeah, that's like a really annoying feeling, especially if like you're eating.
Yeah.
I agree also because I get hiccups a lot and it is fucking annoying. It's the most annoying feeling. I'd rather just be all the time. Fuck it.
And hopefully after like, I don't know, a few months or whatever, like you won't have a weird face. You'll just have that feeling like all
Yeah.
the time in your nose. Yeah, just doing that all the time. That's a bit annoying.
Everyone around you is on edge, ready to say bless you, bless you, and they're just like, fucking get it over with. There's nothing more annoying than someone dragging out a sneeze while I'm trying to say bless you, or you say bless you and then they're like 5 more sneezes.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Let the devil come.
Yeah, I'm not saying it anymore.
I'm done.
Let the devil take your soul, boy.
Or do you know what I really hate? And this might be controversial. But you know when you feel sick and there's people that if they feel sick, they will make themselves sick. I think you're one of them.
If
No.
I've got a hangover.
Yeah, I couldn't quite easily make myself sick of all.
I
Yeah.
will do everything I can. I would rather feel sick for the whole day.
Oh no, I'd rather
Then make
just get
myself
this out.
sick.
Not for a hangover, because you know that if you bring it up that you'll feel better.
Mm.
That's a fact.
Everything
would it-
about it is just hideous.
But it's like 30
Leaning
seconds
over the
and then
toilet.
it's done.
Oh,
Whereas you're just dragging it out for
Yeah.
hours and hours.
don't care.
I know that in an hour I'm going to feel good.
Couldn't care less. I'll get over it.
No.
I'll get
You
over
won't.
it. But I'm
No,
not going to lean over
I
that
need it
toilet
out.
if I don't have
I
to.
want it
Definitely,
out.
yeah, I
Get it
want
out of me. I want to
and then
forget
just wanna
everything about
move
it.
on
Just
with my
yeah.
day.
Pretend it never happened.
But there's no guarantee it's going to be one bit sick. There's no guarantee it's going to be an easy sick. And this is what
Yeah,
you're
that's when it
gambling on.
hurts.
You're gambling on it coming out of your nose.
Oh yeah, that's dangerous.
You're not wrong.
Dealing with that for the rest of the day because that
Uh.
takes a while to get rid of. You can snort as much water as you want. You're going to have that feeling in your nose. You're out it, not having it. Ever since we got food poisoning from that Chinese food, and I had bean sprouts ejecting from my nose, there is
Oh,
one, I can't eat bean sprouts
that's
anymore.
a shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
Because when you
We didn't have food poisoning.
Oh, we had neurovirus.
We had neurovirus.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry to the restaurant. It
Yeah.
wasn't you.
No, we had neurovirus. We had neurovirus when me, Kirsty, and Liam were all still living at mum and dad's house.
Oh my god.
And we all had it at the same time, and it was just like, why is this happening to us?
One toilet.
One toilet.
One toilet
One
between
toilet.
three.
Oh my god.
I just remember Liam just in his dressing gown, curled up, like, oh, with
That
bowls.
was the worst. And my boss at the time in my old job, I was like, I'm really sick. I think I've caught something because I'm puking in the toilet. I was 40 minutes away from home, but I also didn't drive, so I had to get the train. And my boss was like, oh, you can leave after lunchtime then. Why do I have to
Yeah.
wait till 1
I hope
o'clock?
he got
It was like
Yeah.
10 o'clock as well.
Also, why would you want someone around? Like, because, like, you know, it's
That's what I mean.
contagious.
I hope he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he
Same.
got
Yeah,
it too.
being an ass.
Yeah.
If someone's sick, let them go home.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I
Anyway.
will never make myself sick is
Oh.
the
Wow.
moral of that story.
Absolute pleasure, Becky. Wow.
Thank you. I am
What a guest.
so honoured.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Heart.
Heart.
Anyway.
Like, subscribe, follow here, follow there, follow everywhere.
Thanks.
And thanks for listening,
listening.
and watching.
Love ya. Bye.
Love you, bye.
You are my sister, I'm your sister. We both are sisters, but I need assistance. Talking all this shit with big facts and business. 'Cause I'm a 90s kid bitch. You are my red, you are my blue. You are my Velcro, you are my glue. 'Cause I am you, yeah, yeah, and you are me, yeah, yeah. I'm with a guest on, we are free. True fast through the week, we recap that we read. Yeah, Karma is my sister, Karma is my sister, yeah. Karma is my sister, Karma is my sister, yeah. Oops, sorry mate.